That's in a minute.
Graham McDermott. Right, we're going to fourth net. The fourth net was won by Albert Craig, playing off 1466 net again. And in third place, playing off 16 with a net 65 and a count back, Ian Pollock. And runner-up place, second place, with a net 65, playing off 14, Mark O'Reilly. Before we come to the final, the captain's prize, I'd just like to mention, just shows how popular our captain is. There's 260 played today. That included men's, ladies and guests. So it's an excellent number, Mr. Captain. Finally, captain's prize, we're going today with a net 64. He had a 9 on the 14th, but that doesn't deter the winner. He just went on and parred, etc. And he did tell me he would come good someday, and he has eventually come good this year, playing off 25, CECIL, Coulter.
Thank you to everybody, and welcome about there for that one that while you were right. Captain, really captain, and vice captain, and I have no speech made for the work like that. I kept an eye on the 14th, I never thought I had a hope. But thank you all very much, and I'm very delighted to want it. Thank you.
This woman beside me has worked very hard this year, so we'd just like to give her a wee bouquet of flowers or whatever.
But thank you, Robin, and congratulations on a lovely day and a most enjoyable evening. Thank you very much.
Newtownstewart golfing members, guests, I would ask everybody to rise and have a rousing 3 cheers for Captain Robin. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Well done, Mr. Captain. Believe it or believe it not.
Look at the way he judges it to perfection. He squeezes the right edge of the hole, and it's another birdie for Norman, and really he is quite relentless.
Do you think he's going to have some fun now, from now on, and particularly at the 17? Will he be doing something special, do you think, at 17?
Special for him at 17 will be to find the green, David, because you know, there's all sorts of things can happen. There's water at 16, just 2 or 3 feet off the edge of the putting surface. We've seen 17, how dangerous and how difficult it can be for such a short hole, and 18 as well. So this course, you can never think it's over, I think, until you get onto the last green.
But one thing about it is the fairness of the course. There's no question of the greens being any different as he goes round. There's no question of any of the dodgy lies off the fairway.
No.
Being unexpected.
No, that's why I didn't like Tom Kate's comment when he said the course was too easy. Any course is easy if you're hitting the ball down the middle of the fairway and finding the greens with your second shot. But this course punishes you for hitting the ball offline and rewards you for hitting good shots. So I think that's the way a golf course should be.
So Greg Norman, 6 shots ahead. Poor Fuzzy Zeller. He's trying everything. He's firing in birdies, but he just can't catch the man. But he's certainly giving us a display of great golf, and both of them are. And we're seeing some other great shots from the other players. Let's go back now and see what NBC Sports have for us from TPC Sawgrass now.
We bring you back live to the Tournament Players Club at Sawgrass near Punta Vedra, Florida. Greg Norman and Fuzzy Zeller now preparing to tee off on the par 3, 185-yard 13th. Moments ago, Jeff Maggart and Hale Irwin, or I should say Jeff Maggart and Nick Faldo, both made par on this hole. So Maggart remained at 18 under par, tied with Fuzzy Zeller for second place. But all eyes are on Greg Norman, now 24 under par, 5 under through 12 holes in this round, and the 0 bogey statistic continues to stick out.
We've got 2 holes in a row that are playing super tough this week. This par 3 13th has been playing the 5th most difficult, and the 14th hole, the following hole, is playing the 3rd most difficult, both playing into the wind. Roger, you know all about these holes, but if he plays this left of the ridge, I'll tell you, I'm ready to bow down right now, because I got to believe with this lead, he's got to keep it out to the right.
Well, a pretty good target is to hit it right at our NBC tower behind the green. And if you can turn it a little bit, then it'll feed off the hill and feed down to the flag. But as you say, that would be a very courageous play at this point.
I do, Greg. If it goes left, I think it's more of an accident. He is going with a 3-iron, Roger. We could see it when he held it up. And this is still a key hole. You know, it'd be hard to believe that anybody could lose the tournament being 24 and 2 guys at 18, but who knows? But this is going to be the hole. The next 2 holes are going to decide whether I think he wins the tournament for sure. Real thin, Roger.
Real thin. He came off of going at the right bunker.
But
short of the right bunker, but a very tough up and down from there.
I'll tell you what, though. I call that stage 1 worrying when you block it right. When you're getting real bad, it's when it goes in the water with a lead. You can live with that shot, with a 6-shot lead.
Yeah, I don't think he blocked that, though. I think he came off of that, Johnny. That was real thin. That was He called off the jam about halfway in the downswing.
Said this will not go left.
It's not going left.
Lock up. Fuzzy Zeller's ball. Perfect shot. It'd be a little draw, maybe.
This too going right at the right edge of the green.
Fuzzy didn't like it. He finds himself in a slightly similar position to that of Norman, just a little bit farther up the slope. So both men will be chipping from off the green at the par 3 13th when we come back.
So both pretty safe there, but the pre-shot routine now of Greg Norman is something we've commented on over the past couple of days. It seems to be a long time, but Ewan, would you say that it's not just a question of tension or something? This is all part of a pre-rehearsed routine.
It is. The drill starts on the range, David, with his coach, Butch Harmon. He puts the right foot in there, lines the club up, then draws it back. I said a little earlier there's very little daylight between Norman's arms and his thighs there. As you can see how close the left hand is to the left thigh at address. But it's now a mental game for Norman. He's 24 under par. He's 6 shots clear. The pin's on the left. The water's just 5 yards away. The last place he's going to go is to the left. So that's in his mind now. And he's picked a point in the right centre of the green to fire this 6-iron. You can see there he dropped it quite a bit inside, which was an insurance policy to make sure the ball went right. And it looks an awful shot there, but I wouldn't mind betting it's only 6 yards right of where he was aiming.
And in the end, Fuzzy Zeller not too far away in his result on that hole. But what you're saying then is that it's not a question of Greg Norman having changed things and beginning to worry before he hits a shot. He's actually got that well thought out.
Yes, he has. Yes,
Yeah.
There's no question about that. I think the golf's terrific. I've really enjoyed looking at this course, all the colours and the lovely fast greens and the blue water. It's very pleasing on the eyes. But Norman now is going into a safe mode. He just has to plough his way through, try and make pars, because no one else is going to catch him. But remember, $2.5 million of prize money here, David, and Fuzzy Zeller and Jeff Maggott battling it out for over 200,000 seconds.
Yes, and nearly $500,000 for the winner, as if Greg Norman needed it. Okay, time to go back to that great course that Ewan was talking about and pick up the action again.
We are back, and as you look at the scoreboard, the key number there, Greg Norman, minus 24 with 6 holes to play in the final round of the Players' Championship. Now at the par 3 13th, both Norman and Zeller are to the right of the green, and as Greg Norman surveys his shot, we asked him the same question that Tom Kite brought up a few days ago in discussing all the low numbers on the scoreboards here. Is the course set up too easy?
It's just the way the technology of the game, the manicuring of golf courses, the development of the game of golf, and the playability of the players. The players are getting so good nowadays and so precise. It's a business. It's a full-fledged business. And these guys have got themselves so finely tuned when they're ready to play that they can pull the trigger and execute any shot they want to do.
And the footnote from Norman was, hey, isn't Kite 10 under par too?
That's true. I think Kite, in a backhanded way, was complimenting how great the condition of the course was, but maybe the greens he thought were a little too soft. We had some rain. But getting back to this chip, this is a tough pitch shot to get the right distance, Roger.
It sure is. It's going to swing quite a bit from his right to left, and he has to fool with a ridge here to the right of the hole.
This is what he's been doing great all week. It's got a little too much speed, it looks like.
A lot of break to the left and too much speed past the hole, about 7-8 feet.
But an easy putt if you're going to have an 8-footer. That's the one you want. Straight in pretty much from there.
And the bogey-free streak once again in jeopardy. He had to make one about the same length on the front 9 to preserve that bogey-free streak. So let's see if he can do it a second time today. To 17.
And B.J. Singh on the tee, extreme right-hand side of the tee. The pin today, traditional Sunday pin placement. Whoa. B.J. Singh in the water. He's presently 3 under par. That is the 4th ball in the water today, and back to 13.
And Fuzzy Zeller's chip. Roger?
Well, Fuzzy's elected to putt this ball, and he has a double breaker, and there is a ridge that the putt will swing to the right at the start, and then once it gets over the hill, swing back to the left. But if he misses it too far to the right, he could